beings, welcome to the D week of Around the World in 26 weeks. It's our weekly live talk. 4 sessions have gone by. Let me spend a few minutes to help those who have joined me for the first time and also those who have been with me consistently throughout the last 4 weeks to update yourselves about what has gone by so far and why we created this forum. Look, the title has everything about what I want to say. The first word, around, is very significant. It suggests that the world is round. If you go in straight line, you will never know the whole world. So that's why the word around is so significant. Words are words. And what are words? Sound. And as Bible says, the earth was created through sound. And for human beings, that sound suggests words, because I'm creating sound through my vocal cords and it is vibrating within your being. So when my being and your being get tuned in through our words, then we have matching vibration. So we are talking about 26 weeks because there are 26 alphabets. Those words are created by these alphabet. Each alphabet has got thousands of words and each words have hundreds of meaning. We human beings are emotional beings essentially. So when we want to talk about the world, we have to talk about the feelings, because feelings make us who we are. With these words, let me jump in to share my screen. Welcome to small d to capital D, a transformation. What does that D mean? Small d stands for demand. Tell me, how much of demand is there in your life? Most of us are victimized by demand. All the time we are demanding something, and when our demand is not met, we are all angry and hungry in the world. You would accept the idea of a transformation to capital D, which stands for deserve. And deserve is not about angry and hungry world. Neither is it complacent. It is absolutely contented. Because when you go to deserve, you honor the justice which is already granted to you. Every community gets what they deserve. Every country gets what they deserve. We only feel impoverished because of our inadequacy in our thoughts. But essentially, we are all fulfilled. We are all complete. We will revitalize our lost memories. Today, in the D week, a transformation from demand to deserve. In the week A, we covered attachment to alignment. In week B, we have covered belief to being. In week C, we covered consumption to contribution. And in this week D, today, we are talking about demand to deserve. Let's see what's there in it. We'll pause for a few seconds. I want you to go through these few lines, which is very important for you to get the best out of my presentation. There are only 7 parts. Here's my first question. Which common feelings the following images elicit? Images are heavy. It's disturbing. It's burdening. It's negative. Each of them. Now, turn to another image. Which common emotions the following images reflect? Contrasting, isn't it? They are comforting, they are heartwarming, encouraging, and positive, unlike the previous one. What's different between these 2 images, which you have already seen? What's different? Use the chat box to express yourselves. Next image. Where is more joy between the 2? And this one? How does it feel doing this? Versus this one. What is more dignified? Which has more power? The power is in calmness or the power is in aggression? Is the question I want you to ask yourself, coming to parenting, what's more preferred between the two? You know it, right? And between these two, which one holds more power? One on the right or one on the left? And which between the two is more serene? This volcano or this calming lake reflecting the night sky, the moonlit night? And this gives me the opportunity to present to you this wonderful book based on which I have created this powerful presentation for you today. Power versus force. No, it's not written by me. It's written by David Hawkins, a great scientist before he became a saint, and then he passed away a couple of years back. But before this, he wrote this wonderful book amongst many others and gifted the world a very wonderful research work, which I will share with you today. And it's called Map of Consciousness. He created a logbook of levels and emotions. And first, the lowest energy. When you are a victim of shame, the energy log is only 20, because this emotion only attracts humiliation. But the uppermost rung, which is the ultimate goal, the green stands for positive emotions and the red signifies negative emotions. Highest, according to David Hawkins, has been enlightenment. So enlightenment has got a log of 700 to 1000. Compare it. Shame, the lowest, 20. Enlightenment, the highest, 700 to 1000. But let's grow from the bottom. Grief, log 75, more energy than shame. Fear, even more energy. Yeah, when you are victimized by fear, although it's a negative emotion, about children, before the examination, it is fear who draws them out and score good marks. Before a public speech, you have fear. But when you start delivering, you start enjoying it. Then fear is gone. But fear helps you to initiate some actions. So that's why fear has such a valency. Desire has more power than fear, because it is our desire puts us into the realm of achievements. Anger has high energy. And these are the 5 realms. And another one is pride. Pride goeth before fall. You are proud when you possess many things, but when you lose those things, that pride is shunted down to shame again. And the positive emotions start from there. There's a small gap in the middle, which is kept deliberately, which will be clear to you in a while. But now you have transcended the lower dimensions and rising up. Willingness, 310. Acceptance, 350. When willingness is born, then you are positive and you embrace everything that happens in your life. Reason, you get into logic then, and your understanding opens up. Very high emotion, 400 log. And then you enter into love. It's a journey from brain to heart. Brain has got less frequency, 400, but love is much higher, 500. And above love is joy. You would ask why? When you have joy, love only follows. Serenity is the expression. And peace. Just before enlightenment, 600 log, and bliss is the prevailing emotions. And the lower one is force, and upper one is power. This is the main theme of the book, power versus force. This chart is very important and very dear to many. I remember I have sent it to many people and I use it in various seminars and workshops that I do. And here is the center one. It's very crucial. It's called critical point. From courage you can fall down, from courage you can go up. Good luck. Use courage 200 marks to get into willingness and then journey ahead. Your positive evolution starts. And David Hawkins did another great thing. He calibrated the whole British Empire. I repeat, the whole British Empire that ruled the world for 300 years. And David calibrated the emotion was 175. They couldn't cross over to the higher dimension. They were all in force. Now hold your heart. David Hawkins calibrated the emotional power of Mahatma Gandhi. One man was 700 to 1,000. One Gandhi had 700 to 1,000. The whole British Empire, 175. You have a choice to make today. You have reasons to transcend force to enter into power. And if you are ready, let me tell you and ask you, what do you think demand? Is it a force or power? Force, of course. What are the latent emotions? What are the emotions which are dormant within demand all the time? And what are the manifested emotions? We will deal with both in case of demand. Look at this box. Latent emotions are control, selfishness, frustration, impatience, aggression. You are rightly victimized by demand. And when these latent emotions prevail deep within, how your external behavior reflects. You protest, you quarrel, you bring complaints everywhere. Sometimes you become violent and then you withdraw. These are the expressions of demand. Do you like to see, deserve the green light, latent emotions and manifested emotions? Trust, humility, patience, generosity, gratitude. So when you are in the deserve realm, all these positive attributes become a part of you, your inner thoughts, inner feelings. But externally, your behavior changes. You invest in acceptance, harmony, joy, compassion, presence. What would you prefer? To be in demand or give deserve a chance in your life? You deserve to deserve. Now, I have followed David Hawkins, done the same thing. This is my signature. What I'm sharing with you is very, very exciting. I've done calibration of demand and deserve also, completely aligned with what Dr. David Hawkins had done. Here is a latent log and manifested of demand. Aggression is the lowermost bottom. Hostility is the expression. At the highest level, you have gratitude 500, aggression 75, gratitude 500. Radiance is the expression. Impatience, frustration, selfishness, control. These are the factors when you are in the sway of demand. Until you jump into deserve. Moment deserves gets the better of you, then You invest in trust, expression, acceptance, humility, harmony, patience, joy, generosity, compassion. I didn't stop here. I got the critical point also. Same here, courage, 200. And then this is the demand, and this is the deserve. Demand is force, deserve is power. Clear. And there are more. When I studied, I found Buddha, one over the whole world, one person, 500 calibration. And another example is this person who is remembered differently. Apparently so powerful, but total calibration is 170. Deserve in silence, and the universe will conspire in your favor. For what is truly yours does not need to be seized. It arrives uncalled, yet unmistakably. That was my today's presentation, inspiring you to deserve a real chance in your life, rising from demands. Thank you for coming today. See you next week.